Yes friends, so greeting, myself CF Anil Shah from Navkar Institute, and friends, we are on the journey of learning the corporate and economic laws, and in that we are into the section 1 of the Companies Act, that is corporate law. In that, chapter number 9, that is companies incorporated outside India. Now friends, you all know that whenever we are discussing any chapters, in order to have a better logical understanding of the provisions, seeing the paper style, we need ingrained understanding of these sections, and that's why we bifurcate the chapters into various parts. As usual, if you see the structure in which we are going to discuss this particular act, then it's made up into 3 parts, as you can see. The very first is the basic concepts, in which we will try to understand that what is foreign company, why we are trying to implement the Indian provisions on that particular foreign company. In second, we will try to look out the compliances, means if in case the company incorporated outside India turns out to be a foreign company under section 2 subsection 42 of the act, then we will make that company to comply with the Indian compliances. And the last is with respect to issue of IDRs, that is Indian Depository Receipts. What is the meaning of Indian Depository Receipt in brief, in a nutshell? Then when a foreign company issues its securities in India, then is IDR. You know the replica of the same or the opposite of the same, that is when an Indian company issues securities in foreign, then it is known as either if it's issued in USA, then it's ADR, and if it's in other than USA, then it's GDR. So this is the structure in which we are going to discuss this act, made up into 3 parts, that is basic concepts, compliances, and issue of securities. So friends, now if you see, as I told you, the structure of the act, now we are going to discuss on the very first part, as you can see, and that is basic concepts. In basic concepts per se, we are going to discuss on 4 things. One is the legal framework, which you need to learn by heart, because in order to substantiate your answer, in order to improve the quality of the answer, the authenticity of the answer, if you write the section number followed by the rules and the chapter number, it will have a much more greater impact in the examination. Second is the definition of a foreign company. Third will be certain salient points. Salient points I mean to say is, आज तक एग्जामिनेशन में जहां क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए उसकी समरी यहां पे दी गई है, एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट सेक्शन 379. So let us move towards the very first part of the chapter, that is the basic concepts. Friends, as you can see, of this whole of the act, chapter 22 deals with the provisions of companies which are incorporated outside India. That chapter comprises of section 379 to 393. And in order to substantiate those sections, in order to provide the detailed formalities, there is rules in the Companies Act, appended to the Companies Act, that is Companies Registration of Foreign Companies Rules 2014. So when we are discussing this particular provisions, we are going to add up 2 things together. One is the chapter and another is the rules. Both taken together per se, we will understand the provisions which are applicable to foreign company. So friends, now let's move towards the provisions of foreign company. Friends, normally हम क्या सोचते हैं कि इंडिया के बाहर कोई भी कंपनी बनी हो वो फॉरेन कंपनी है. Is it so? Then the law says no. Because see, if we go with that particular definition कि इंडिया के बाहर बनी हुई हर एक कंपनी फॉरेन कंपनी है, then in that situation you can understand